Today we're going to talk about how to overcome a possible shortage, an unanticipated shortage issue if you're using the SOI or direct sales order to invoice method in Sage X3. So let's go through this. I'm going to create a new order. Notice the order type is SOI, so I'm a direct invoice. I need to sell this to somebody. And the product I'm going to use is BW-2YR. The ordered quantity is going to be 3. And by creating this and completing it, I will automatically allocate it and create any shortages if there are any. And I create it, there are no shortages, I have allocated 3 to the order. So I'm good to go. I print this order out, go to the warehouse and pick it, and discover I only have 1 in stock. Can't find the other 2, don't know where they are. So how am I going to handle that? Well, I can go over here to the Actions button, click Manual Allocation, and change the allocated quantity. So I'm going to change the allocated quantity to 1, and I'm then going to save this record. It warns me that I have not given the customer the quantity he requested. I say that's okay. And it says, do I want to create a shortage? You should create a shortage generally, because shortages are first filled by receiving POs if your allocation rules are set up appropriately to do that, and because it shows you which orders do actually have shortages on them. So I'm going to say yes, and I'm back to my order, and notice that I now have a shortage record of 2 and an allocated quantity of 1. If I go ahead and invoice this, it's going to create an invoice, and the invoice is going to be for a quantity of 1. Invoiced quantity 1. Okay. So I now have an invoice quantity of 1 and a back order of 2. And lo and behold, someone goes out in the warehouse and finds a box of these, and I actually do have the quantity on hand to ship. What is the easiest way to correct this? Well, the easiest way to fix it is simply to click on the allocation button. Go to this screen. I can allocate shortages only, but I'm just going to hit the allocation button and allocate everything. Notice that I've reallocated 2 to this, so I now have the items I need, and they're allocated, and I can proceed at this point to invoice them. Notice I've got an allocated quantity of 2 and a shortage of none. I can then go ahead and invoice the remaining items to that customer. And there we go. Pop-up view, and I've invoiced 2 more. That's how you can handle unanticipated shortages using the direct invoice method in the sales order to invoice method in Sage X3.